So yeah, YouTube is still playing games. They always have to come up with a new game. We can't give any links out unless you verify your account. And then when you try to verify your account, it goes to the website, and then you try to do it and nothing happens. They're always trying to censor faith alone and Jesus alone. If somebody teaches that, they will get attacked. They will be persecuted. And what they're going to try to do, if somebody just some up and coming person start to say faith alone and Jesus alone, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of Jesuits and a lot of Freemasons and a lot of legalists come in and try to confuse the person. They'll try to pull them into some kind of denomination to dename them. They'll try to get them to fight against, fight amongst themselves, They'll get somebody to teach, they'll try to convince them that they can lose their salvation. It's the same game that plays out. They'll say, well, how can it be faith alone? It has to be. That's how the devil was deceived, right? The devil's system's a works-based system. Touch not, taste not, handle not. There's that lawnmower again. Look, that lawnmower mowed that whole yard. Comparing yourself with one another. Trying to perfect the flesh. Trying to use the energy of the flesh to be spiritual. They have no new game. They have no new anything. And look, it's just a repeat story. They had to attack Elijah. They had to attack Jeremiah. They had to attack all the prophets. The Bible talks about they killed all the same Jezebel spirit has played throughout the ages to kill all the prophets, because the devil doesn't want anybody to truly be saved, be born again. You must be born again. And you say, wow, just like Nicodemus. He told you how. That which is born of spirit is spirit. That which is born of water is water, meaning the natural birth. That's not baptism by water. If you come out of the water, come out of the mother's womb, that's the flesh, that's the natural realm. That which is born of natural is natural, water. But that which is born of spirit is spirit. How do you get born again? Receive Christ into your heart by faith. Lord, I'm a sinner. Please save me. It's crazy. No tags or nothing. Right when you start to give out the gospel that Jesus went to the cross for you in your place, rose from the dead, that you might have that same power. See, everybody's got their little toys, right? They got all their toys, and they got all their amusement and all their diversions and all their activities. It doesn't matter what diversion it is. It's a diversion. So everything is a diversion, and it's a distraction for you to not grow spiritually. It's all about the spirit realm. This around here is temporary. So when they put that mailbox in, or that one, it looked brand new. Now it's faded and it looks old. What does that mean? That mailbox is faded and looks old. What does that mean? Second law of thermodynamics. Sin. Sin. Death. Dying. Decay. But because Jesus rose from the dead, the same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead will quicken your mortal body and give you new life, give you power. See how that guy did his yard? He don't have to mow it anymore. I guess he got some spots growing through. Maintaining the yard is a pain, you know. Give you the power. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead will quicken your mortal bodies. He will give you the power to function in this dead system. Yeah, you might have trees that are living and all. That tree like that looks like it's getting ready to fall over. You might have stuff that's living, but you also can see death right beside it. Everything in front of you is going back to the grave. These cars, these trees, it's all going back to the ground, to the dirt. So they put this sign up on this mailbox, and now the sign's all cracked. The wind has blown it, and it's cracked. These landscape timbers are going to start to fade eventually. They look good right now, but they're going to fade. That tree's dead. Those two trees are dead, it looks like. The metal's going to rust. It's all going back to the grave. To the dust. The gravity of the matter is everything's going back to the grave. So your life is a vapor. Why not seek the truth? Why not set your affections above all this repeats? Even if somebody moves out of that house and that one and moves in, it's the same personality, same trouble. You'll see divorce in that one, and that one might have kids, and they end up kids going to jail. It's the same stuff repeating over and over. That guy's got plastic over the roof, must have had a roof leak or something. Same game repeating. Those gutters are all bent up over there. That guy probably got too old to even care about it. He had him a nice shop in the back, but now it's falling apart. Somebody will buy that house when they're dead and remodel it. They'll repeat the process over and over. The process just repeats. Elon Musk will end up dying, and then there'll be another one after him that's the richest man in the world, and he'll be popular, and then he'll die, and then there'll be another one. Warren Buffett will die, and then there'll be another investor that's the best. They always have to give you something to shoot for down here, you know. I want to be like them. I want to be like... No, just be yourself. Be what God called you to be. Why is this person changing this, crossing the street? There's always precogs, and there are always signs ahead of the curve, you know. I mean, ahead of the instant, or whatever you want to call it. Cogs and precogs and everything under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Somebody left me a comb. Look at this ridiculous setup right here. Just leave it out in the road. Somebody left me a comb. But I probably won't take it. Here's the hint that should show you the fractal repeat holographic reality. The fractal holographic repeat copy machine. You ready? Here it is. If the Bible warns you about Jezebel in the Old Testament, Kings, 2 Kings somewhere, and shows you the battles against Jezebel, that Jezebel spirit is defined in Revelation. Yeah, I don't want a cheapo one. The Jezebel spirit is defined in Revelation. And so the same spiritual battle with Jezebel against all the saints and the elects and the prophets. The Bible talks about that spirit, that same spirit killed all the prophets and the elect that they could. And that guy's only up to the top of the hill after running all that. Anyway, so it's a fractal hologram. If it happened in the Old Testament, the past, if it's happening in the New Testament, the future, Revelation, and it's happening now in your life, then there's no difference between the past, present, and the future. Same spirit, same story, same game, same trouble. It's the sine wave, it's the repeat. The story repeats. Nothing new. What does that tell you? Every moment is the now. Will Jezebel, that Babylonian system, eventually fall? Yeah, but you see it falling now. You see the stock market and you see them going crazy trying to invent. They're trying to come up with a solution to get out of. Look at all the debt they're in. Maybe AI will get us out of debt. Maybe the next invention, but they just keep creating more debt. The eye's never full, right? What's my point? If you look at this little brick, you look at this brick, and you look at this brick, they're all the same. It's just repeating. It's in series, it's in sequence. It's molded. So the same spirit that was in other saints is in you if you're saved. You can't build anything without a series. Look at these leaves. They're in series. They're copies. It's a copy machine. The fence is in series sequence. What does that mean? You're in series after Christ. The same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead will quicken your mortal bodies. So that same Spirit is happening in all the saints. So the body of Christ had the same Spirit. This bee's trying to run me off. If you wait here long enough, you'll see them fighting. There's two bees that are facing off with each other. I guess that's their way of sport. Now he's facing off with a wasp. They're flying around, seeing who's in their territory, you know. He hadn't stung me yet. I faced off with him. I just stood there and see him. I don't know if you can see him or not. There's two of them fighting each other. This is my territory, man. B, they're fighting for their territory, but it's my territory. Get rid of them, both of them with a water hose. He just came by my forehead really fast. He just kind of like went right by me. If I was to attack one of those bees, the other one would attack me. Because it's the hive. If you attack a bird, you can go down the street and another bird will attack you because it's the hive mind. They know. They actually see through each other's eyes, I'm pretty sure. Because I did that one day. I didn't attack a bird. I removed the food. I had to put some food here, and I said, I'm not going to do that anymore. It was with the rain and all, wasn't worth it. And so I removed the food, and the bird acted mad over here. I went down the road to about 2 miles in another neighborhood, and a different bird came at me, came at my car. For real. It's a fractal hologram. And what's happening here is happening everywhere. It might not be obvious to most people, but the same truth is happening right here is happening everywhere. Cut, turn, union, flow. Cut is the cross, turn is verses, union is Amos 3:3, how can two walk together except there be an agreement. Flow is the blood flow. So everything's a projection from the cross. And so it's happening all the time, everywhere, all the time. And all these scientists will try their best to figure out what it means. It's a storyline that repeats, the flesh versus the spirit. And they'll be scratching their head. They'll be spending billions of dollars with CERN. We're looking for dark matter. We're looking for the God particle. I don't know if you can see that bee or not. He's right there. There's something out there. It's called dark matter, and it's pretty much affecting everything. Yeah, it's the etheric, the spirit realm that you can't see. It's not dark, but you call it dark because you can't see it. It's actually light. And then what is the dark matter? Dark matter are the archetypes and the principles, the eternal truths that play out. You say, well, why is the universe expanding? Why do they see the universe expanding? Because the saints are getting saved. The truth is going out. The church is growing. That's why the universe is expanding. Why is there gravity? We can't understand gravity. Gravity is because of sin. Gravity goes back to the grave, 6 foot under. What is gravity? Gravity is the sin nature, pulling you down. you watch that bee, you probably could decode a new kind of, if you decode how that bee's flying, that's how they got, it looks like a drone. It might even be a drone. How does it know I'm watching it? See, it came at me. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it came charging at me. See if I would move. It knows I'm watching it. It's one of them black bees. I think if those sting you, it's bad news. Oh. Oh, there they, oh, two of them came at me. Anyway, what's the dark matter? It's the archetypes. It's the foundational truths of this creation. It goes back to the cross. His church will expand. His truth will go out. The whole earth will be filled with the glory of God. And so what is the expansion of the universe and dark matter and all that? It's the hidden spiritual truths that control everything. Why does electricity have the word elect in it? Because the elect saints have the power. Election, you have the power. They know you have the power. That's why they don't want you to, that's why they want you distracted. That's what I was getting ready to get at earlier. They want you distracted so you don't know you have the power. It's because when you realize that these things just repeat in series, then that means your thoughts, your words, your actions have to create a pattern. Whatsoever things are true, lovely, good report has to create a pattern. So as I'm walking, imagine my steps being thoughts or actions or doing something good or investing or exercise or working. So this creates a pattern. Your body actually will heal itself if you do the right stuff. You know, magnesium is important. I know that. I found that out. But as you step, each step could be each thought, it could be each goal, motive, spiritual goal. Let's say you're just a baby Christian. You want to mature. You want to escape some of these battles. Like a lot of people when they get saved, they still have problems with drinking and smoking and cursing and lying and whatever, bar hopping. They want to escape it, but they can't. That's part of the maturing process. You take one step at a time, and as you take a step, it gets easier. And then you renew your mind each time, and you say, well, that stuff's not even real. That's fake reality. Why would I hurt my body? Why would I drink? Why would I drink alcohol when you put alcohol in your car? Why would I put gasoline in my kidneys when gasoline goes in the car? Why would you drink a Budweiser just because they put Budweiser advertisement for the Super Bowl? I mean, just because everybody else is doing it don't mean you have to do it. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to follow the hive, because the hive is taking you to hell. And when you wake up to all that, you don't have to impress your neighbor. You don't have to impress the preacher. You don't have to impress anybody but God. And then you really can't impress him. And the only way you can impress God is say, Lord, I can't do it. You do it through me. I trust Jesus to make a way of escape. It always goes back to Christ. Christ giving you the power. If you ever have like the 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock witch's hour, or something gets on your chest, you can't talk or whatever, call out, say the name Jesus. Even if you can't talk, and say Jesus. Sing one of them hymns by humming it. Jesus loves me, this I know, and the demon will have to leave. Yeah, the demon gets on people's chest and they can't breathe, right? I don't know what they call it, the witch's hour or something like that. The name of Jesus will send the demons running fast. As soon as a demon tries to mess with you, call out Jesus and they're gone. He knocks them down. For real. And think about the fractal. The demons don't do anything new. They're liars. The same game they play today, they played before, and they're going to play at the end of the millennium when they deceive the kings of the earth again. Right now, the so-called aliens are demons, and they're deceiving the kings of the earth. They're deceiving everybody. The aliens look like demons. The pictures that people see, it's just a demon. And those lights in the sky, they're just supernatural, metaphysical, demonic light show. It's a demonic light show, that's all it is. God is a God of peace. Anything that brings chaos and trouble is demonic. Unless God tells the angels to kill 20,000 or 100,000. Notice when the 20,000 went against Moses, the earth split up and took them down. That wasn't even like fighting the enemy where the angels took them out, you know. God split the earth and they went down into the earth. Choose this day who you will serve, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or worship the sun god. No new game, people. That means it's a fractal hologram. Same story keeps repeating. Same storyline repeats. If you know that, you can win. Because when the story comes at you, the drama, and the devil will turn up the drama, you just knock it down by faith.